Tonight, outrage after Richard Falk, a world-renowned international law scholar, says he was detained at Pearson Airport while traveling to a conference critical of Canada's role in the Gaza genocide. You're watching Muslim News Canada on Muslim Network TV. Assalamu alaikum, I'm Elia Batul. Ontario police have dropped firearms charges against two Sikh activists arrested alongside a prominent Khalistani leader earlier this fall. Jagdeep Singh and Arman Singh have been cleared this week after Ontario Provincial Police withdrew all counts stemming from a traffic stop in Whitby in September. Officers say during the stop, a loaded prohibited handgun was found. The Khalistani leader Inderjit Singh Gusal still faces charges. Gusal succeeded slain activist Hardeep Singh Nijjar as the Canadian head of Sikhs for Justice. The two cleared activists say they plan to take part in this weekend's Khalistan referendum event in Ottawa. India condemned the referendums, calling the activists terrorists. On the other hand, Canada continues to investigate Nijjar's assassination in 2023. Alberta Premier Danielle Smith is using the Notwithstanding clause to block the airing of Canada's Drag Race in the province. Smith says the show's content conflicts with Alberta's values. She says she will order cable providers to prevent it from being broadcast. The measure comes just days after Alberta used the clause to protect new gender laws from legal challenges. These laws include restricting pronoun changes, limiting gender-related classroom content, and tightening rules around transgender youth policies. Smith insists the latest move is part of a broader effort to restore appropriateness in public programming. Cable providers say they are awaiting a final directive from the province. Montreal police are investigating the overnight vandalism at Royal West Academy following the suspension of a student critical of Israel. Footage reveals graffiti reading, "Suspension, Fight Back," was sprayed on an exterior wall, and a school door was smashed around midnight. Police say no arrests have been made and all possible motives, including a link to the suspension, are being examined. This comes as the school suspended a student for criticizing Israel's genocidal actions in Gaza on her personal Instagram. The family is pursuing a complaint with Quebec's Human Rights Commission, arguing the school violated the teen's freedom of expression. The suspended student's mother says the vandalism is unhelpful and unwelcome. She says it undermines the argument that her daughter's private political posts should not have triggered disciplinary action. The English Montreal School Board has condemned the incident and has boosted security. Human rights experts are demanding answers after a prominent international law scholar was detained at Toronto's Pearson Airport last week on his way to speak at a conference on Palestine. Richard Falk, a former UN Special Rapporteur and retired Princeton professor, says he and his wife were traveling to Ottawa to address the Palestine Tribunal on Canadian responsibility. The forum scrutinized Canada's role in the oppression and displacement of Palestinians. He says agents took their passports, escorted them to an interview room. They said they needed to determine whether the couple posed a national security threat, holding the couple for nearly 4 hours. They questioned Falk about his views on Israel and his participation in a tribunal examining Canada's complicity in Palestinian genocide. Falk insists the questions made clear his detention was tied to the conference. Organizers of the conference are calling the incident outrageous. Senator Yuen Pao Wu says he was shocked the renowned legal expert and his spouse were treated this way, prompting him to reach out to the Public Safety Minister's office. The Canada Border Services Agency has declined to comment on the specific case, citing privacy law. The agency, however, says secondary inspections are routine and not an indication of wrongdoing. Thank you for watching Muslim News Canada. We are a community channel dedicated to bringing you stories you can trust. Please like, share, and subscribe to our content. You can also comment to let us know what you think of our coverage. You can donate now by visiting muslimnetwork.tv/donate. For more content, keep watching Muslim Network TV.